Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is my small animal account where I post how I take care of my small animals, proper care and all that sort of stuff. But let's get on with the video. So the first thing I do in a morning routine is I will go say hello to my guinea pigs. This is Mocha if you're new here. She's my 3-year-old Abyssinian guinea pig and she is quite friendly, although she used to be really skittish. And this is Spice. They are a bonded pair of females, so they're not sisters. This is Spice, and she's also quite cute, a bit more skittish, but that's okay. I just look around to see if my mouse is awake, and she wasn't. And then I grab their bedding, because I do a spot clean. So these, I had done a full clean the day before, and this has all been washed, so I folded up their pee pads. And then I took all the washing out the basket to lay on their bed because this was everything I was changing out. So I first started taking the litter tray out so it was out of my way. I cleaned that out yesterday and took their hides out of this area and their water bowl. And then I started rolling the bedding up, and I just roll it up and put it in the basket so I can shake it outside later. I took their food bowl out and another one of their hides. And this is just a bit of a time lapse of me cleaning out their cage. I hope you enjoy. And their hide is filled with a fleece, so I don't have to wash their hide so often. So I always take that out and swap it out every day. And their bed has a little fleece on it, so their bed doesn't have to get washed too often. And the fleece forest is actually homemade. I made that myself out of just a piece of jumper, I think, or a fleece, a blanket we had lying around. And it works really well, they love it. I change out the bubble mats every morning so they get a new fresh area to lie down so they're not sitting in wet too long. And I made these nameplates for my guinea pigs, my rabbits and everything. That was a really rubbish transition, please, I'm sorry. That was embarrassing. But as I was saying, the nameplates I made, I think they're quite cool. I just laminated a piece of paper. And then I gave the guinea pigs their food, which is the oxbow and the science selective. They're having it in this bowl at the moment because I accidentally dropped one of their ceramic bowls, and I'm really sad because I loved them. I still have one, but at least I can put all their food in this one bowl and they can just share it. Now it's on to the birds. So I gave them some fresh water and I laid down a new piece of newspaper for them. One got out, so that's fine. And then I gave them 2 scoops of their bird food. And then 1 scoop in between the 2 bowls of this other food. And I mixed that up. And this was the 6 of them enjoying it. It's 5 at the moment, but another one will pop in from outside in a few minutes. But these are zebra finches and they're so cute, I love them. The white one's an albino one and she's so cute. And then there you go, number 6 just popped in the cage. They've got this rather large cage, but they also come out, I want to say 3 or 4 times a week. And then I gave them new bird bath water and all that sort of stuff. And then I got the guinea pigs their fresh water bowl. And this was their cage looking nice and clean. And then it was on to picking up after the rabbits' mess they had made in the last 24 hours. So I pick all their toys up before I vacuum, because obviously it's kind of hard to vacuum around stuff. So I got their stacking cups, and you can just enjoy the rest. And then I got the rabbits' food ready for after I had vacuumed. They have the Burgess XL and the Science Selectives adult rabbit nuggets. They have 1/4 cup in their stacking cups twice a day. And then my mouse Maisie woke up, so I gave her first treat of the morning, which is a mealworm. So this was me giving the second rabbit her food in her stacking cups because the mouse distracted me. And then the mouse came back for her second treat, which is just a piece of walnut. She actually bit my nail instead of the treat, so afterwards I had a quick look to make sure she hadn't bitten my nail or bitten my finger, but I was fine, of course. And then the room was all ready to be vacuumed. So I did put this in 5 times speed because you didn't want to watch 2 minutes of me vacuuming. If you can hear any snoring, that's my dog in the background. And then I just swept up some of the big pieces of cardboard because I didn't want to get them stuck in the vacuum. Sorry about my dog. And then I vacuumed and swept and vacuumed the outside of the rabbits' cages where there was a bit of a mess and stuff. And then I put all their toys and equipment back to where it was, and their stacking cups. And I gave them some fresh hay in their litter boxes. They get fresh hay 24/7, so yeah. And then a little water bowl transition. Oh look, nice fresh water. And then I collected their veggie bowls. And I gave the mouse some fresh water. And I just checked to make sure her seed mix was still okay, because I normally top her seed mix up every second day because she actually eats it within 2 days. I spot cleaned her last night, so I took out all the wet bedding and stuff, so I didn't need to do it this morning. And then I got to get making their morning veggies. So this morning they were going to have green cabbage, romaine lettuce, some carrot as a sweet treat. So I just peeled up a couple of leaves. It took me a while, so this is in like 3 times speed. And this was me putting it in the guinea pig bowl because I couldn't show you all the bowls. And then this is me putting it in the mouse's bowl, my mum in the background feeding the dogs. And then I got my romaine lettuce, and you can just enjoy the rest. And then I chopped the carrot. Of course, I chopped some tiny pieces for little Maisie. And this was all of the veggie bowls looking all nice and green and yummy. So I gave the mouse her little bit, and then I gave Parsley her little platter, and Pixie her bowl, and then I sprinkled the guinea pigs in for them. And then here's me awkwardly trying to fish out this piece of carrot that fell. But that is everybody fed and watered and stuff, and this was just Spice enjoying her veggies. And then I took the washing outside onto our lawn to shake it out and then hang it up so it could dry for tomorrow morning. Then my horses were down the arena and out in the paddocks, and then this was the washing drying on the line. And that's everything. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Any video ideas would be much appreciated, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye guys.